Hey my friend, this is Gavin Mountford here and welcome to lesson 5 of the 7 network marketing leads in 7 days. What we're going to do in this lesson is we're going to follow up with your new members, actually send them a friend request and send them a private message to open the conversation. It's essential online in this day and age that rather than just using automated technology all the time and completely ignoring people, to actually reach out personally. And when you do, amazing things happen. Amazing things happen, and literally everything can change. I often find that with the members that join my group, around 70% of those people actually reply back to me inside of the group, because they can see that you're the owner of the group. They can see that you've got some kind of credibility and some kind of authority, and nobody else reaches out to them personally. So rather than just using spam messages constantly on Facebook and on social media like most network marketers do, you actually build a relationship. So let me show you how this works. So essentially we're going to follow up as a friend and message them to build a relationship, and you can use my 6 uncovering questions to do this. So let's go over to Facebook. This is the group that I approved members in recently, and what I normally do is I would then work through each of the people that you've tagged in the welcome post, which you'll find in the last training, and let's do that with this person here. So I'm going to right click, open link in new tab, which just opens another window for this person here, Lus Barar. So what I'm going to do is add him as a friend, and I normally add people as a friend and then I message them. So I'm just going to go to message here, and here is his name. It's definitely going to go to him, so I'll paste the message that I'm going to use in, and it says, "Hey Lusabara, great to meet you. I just approved you in the Online Entrepreneurs Club Facebook group. I wanted to personally reach out and say hi. Whereabouts do you live?" And that is it. As long as you've got the first name there, and this is you can change this message, you can use it however you'd like, whatever works with your personality style, but really this is just opening the conversation and opening the dialogue. One other thing you can do if you want to, which I sometimes do but not always, is go to add photos, go to wherever you've put your photo with you waving, and again you don't have to have this, but it just adds an extra personal touch to it. So I put that there, and now when I send the message, Lus Barar is going to see my message and my face with a wave, and he's going to go, "Oh yeah, that's Gavin Mountford." So I'm going to go send. Okay, once you've done that with one person, move to the next person. Let's go to this person here, Gelu. Okay, let's add him as a friend and send a message. Now sometimes what you'll find is, depending on how many friends you've got on Facebook or how many times you do this, it might say that the message is going to go to their other folder. What I normally do is I send a friend request, because you've already tagged them in a post in the Facebook group, what's going to happen is they're going to remember your name. So when you send them a friend request, as long as you do it quite quickly, like literally within the next kind of 30 minutes, so you tag them in the group like we did in the previous training, and then you send them a friend request, and then you send them a private message. If it goes to their other folder, and it will tell you, you've got to be a little bit careful with Facebook, because if you send many messages that all go to the other folder and they never get opened, Facebook has some kind of algorithm in there that can spot that, and they'll see that obviously there's something weird going on, because Facebook's a place where you connect with friends. So if you've noticed that in a batch of 10, let's say you've welcomed 10 people into the Facebook group, in that batch of 10, at least 4 of those go through to the other inbox, just do this instead. So just send them a friend request and wait until they've approved your friend request before you actually send the private message. So let me just say that again. So let's just say out of these 10 people here, that when I go to each of these people, the message that I send goes through to their other inbox, which is just a method that Facebook's got normally for when people don't know each other. Rather than you getting loads of messages from people you don't know, they send it to your other inbox. But if there's 4 people in your group of 10 that it's going to the other inbox, I would stop and I would actually just add them as a friend, and anybody that it goes directly to their main inbox, you can continue to friend and send the message to. So with this person here, Gelu, it's not going to their other inbox, so I'm going to go, hey. You've always got to make sure 100% that you change the name of the person, because otherwise you run the risk of that person will take offense potentially. Okay, so it looks good. I'm going to add my photo again, which is just here. Click on send, and then I'll do one more for you so you can see that. And this just opens up the conversation, and then I'm going to show you, let's send this person one as well. Add as a friend, message. Okay, so again, it's not going to his other inbox, so I'm quite lucky at the moment. Sometimes, you get between 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 in each batch of 10. You shouldn't get any more than that. And because they're a member of your group, it means that Facebook kind of sees it as a connection, therefore they let the message go straight through to the main inbox. Okay, so I'm not going to send this person a photo just because I want to show you a different way. And let's send. Perfect. Okay, so what's going to happen is some of those people are going to reply back to you. And then let me take you over to the like an example conversation that we did a while ago. So we have the Online Entrepreneurs Club group, and I actually instructed my wife to do this process for me and my mom because this process works so well. So we changed the messages slightly, but this would be your opening message. This is an example of 6 questions or a 6-part conversation that you can use to take people through a process, to build a relationship, and ultimately the goal is to allow you to get somebody to admit that they've got a problem and that they're struggling with maybe generating leads or sponsoring reps, so you can then position your business opportunity as a solution to help them. So here's a message. Hey Caroline, again, always use the first name. How are you doing? It's Pip here. I'm working closely with Gavin Mountford. I just approved you for the Online Entrepreneurs Club. I just wanted to personally reach out and say hi. Whereabouts do you live? Pip. So if you go back to the messages that I just sent, the message that we sent, let me just get back to that message. It was, hey Zico, great to meet you. I just approved you in the Online Entrepreneurs Club Facebook group. I wanted to personally reach out and say hi, whereabouts do you live? Okay, same message, just here. Caroline comes back and says, hey Pip, thanks for accepting me. I live in Manchester, Debdale Park area. And then Pippa said, lovely. Out of interest, which business are you currently building online? And if you follow my 6 uncovering questions, then you'll understand how this process works. And I'll give you a link to those questions either above or below this video. But essentially what happens is there's always positive acknowledgement at the start of the message. So if she'd said that, you know, I live in Nottingham, for example, Nottingham in the UK, then Pippa would have said, oh, fantastic, you know, I went to university there. It's a lovely place where, you know, just out of interest, which business are you currently building? So what we're doing here is we're putting a question, which business are you currently building online? Question mark. Obviously, it gets engagement, it gets a response. Caroline says, I'm trying to see if UW Network Marketing can build online, but so far I'm having difficulty. No matter, I'll keep trying along the traditional route and see what happens. How about you? So then Pip said, well, I'm not in network marketing myself. I work with Gavin. I'm his social face, etc. So this is positive acknowledgement again. This is the first part of the message, which is dependent on the response of the previous person, is always a positive acknowledgement. Ideally find something in common to build that relationship and open the conversation and dialogue, because people don't join people they don't know. People join people they know, they like, and they trust. And people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So this shows with the positive acknowledgement and the relationship building part of the conversation that you're a real person. And then what we do is we put the question at the bottom here. So what we've put here is, have you seen Gavin's attraction marketing blueprint yet? It's pretty awesome when it comes to building your business online and people are raving about it. Okay. So I think Pip had changed the order of conversation here. And again, you can change the order of conversation if you'd like to. Let me go back to the questions that I normally put, these 6 uncovering questions, just to show you the process here. So that was an example of a real conversation. So message 1 is, I've just approved you for the group. I wanted to personally reach out and say hi, whereabouts do you live? And then, positive acknowledgement, and then ask which business they're in. Out of interest, which business are you currently building online? Message 3, once a reply comes back, positive acknowledgement, and ask if they're building mainly online or offline. Are you building mostly online or offline? So again, positive acknowledgement, you've got to say something based on what the previous message was, and then you get a response to that. So, I'm building mostly online at the moment. Okay, so positive acknowledgement. Great, sounds fantastic. Online is the best way to do it. Just out of interest, which bit have you found that you've struggled with the most? Is it generating leads or converting the leads into signups? Now, your goal is to get the person to admit that they're struggling right now. The whole purpose of this conversation is to get them to admit that they're struggling with something, because you can't really help somebody that's having massive success, but you can help somebody that's never generated a lead before or has never sponsored somebody into their business. Okay, next one. And this is where we come in here, positive acknowledgement, and ask if they've seen the blueprint. You can continue with your own process at this point. If you've got a free report, if you've created a lead magnet that we'll cover briefly in the next session, and that I cover in my Attraction Marketing Academy trainings, if you've created your own free gift or free giveaway or lead magnet, you can put that here. And for me, it says, have you seen Gavin's Attraction Marketing Blueprint yet? It's pretty awesome when it comes to building your business online and people are raving about it. If not, let me know and I'll send you a link. Okay, and then we send a link to the blueprint and the conversation continues from there. Now, the purpose of this training that you're going through right now is to give you the tools and the process that you need to ultimately sponsor people in your business. It's an incredibly powerful process. As I said, I've used pretty much this process and my 6-step sponsoring sequence to sponsor almost 1,000 people into various opportunities over the last 5 to 6 years. So I know it works very, very well. You've just got to do it. You've got to take action. You've got to be personable. You've got to open a relationship and a dialogue with people, take them through the process, and ultimately sponsor them into your business with the consult and close process. Okay, so make sure you go and implement that now really quickly. Again, all you do is go to your welcome post that you've already done, send each person a friend request, and send them a private message. Ask them where they live. Tell them you've just approved them in your group. Wait for a response. When you get a response, give positive acknowledgement and move on to the next question. Again, you'll probably want to review my 6 Uncovering Questions podcast and training, which I'll give you a link either below or above this video, and then take people through the process. And the main thing now is start getting more people in your group, more people in your group, more people in your group. And remember, you can get people from anywhere. They can come from your fan page, they can come from Instagram, they could come from Twitter, they could come from your blog, they could come from your Facebook profile. Bring everybody into that group, tag them in a welcome post with a message, and then add them as a friend. Go through the 6 Uncovering Questions, and you'll be amazed at what happens with your business. All right, so Gavin Mountford here. I'll see you in the next training. Take care. Bye-bye.